With Apple's 10th anniversary iPhone around the corner, rumors about the next iPhone 8 have begun to circulate. The rumored 5.8-inch device could come with a hefty price tag of over $1,000. Some are calling it iPhone X. One report suggests that Apple may be removing the physical home button, transforming it into a touch button. To discuss all things Apple and tech related, we go to CNET senior editor Brian Tong in San Francisco. Hey, Brian.
Hey, Elaine, what's going on?
All right, I'm wondering, Brian, why is the iPhone 8 so expensive?
Well, there's a lot of things at play here. Now, first of all, just to get it clear, because some people are confused, the current iPhones we have, right, they're 4.7-inch size and a 5.5-inch. We expect to see new versions of that. But then this next iPhone, this iPhone 8, or really what we're calling like the 10th anniversary iPhone, we jokingly call it the iPhone X because it sounds cool. This is this premium iPhone that Apple intends, based on rumors and reports, of building alongside of those two other phones that you are kind of used to. So this would be a third phone. Not only is it a larger screen, yep, we're talking about an OLED screen, the first time Apple has ever done OLED displays. Those are more expensive, most likely more storage space as well. And then there's going to be a few new components that we're expecting to see inside this phone that is going to, they're trying to make this now the flagship iPhone. And if you look at even something like the iPhone 7 Plus right now, if you max out the memory on it, which would be 256 gigs of storage, that phone itself alone right there is $969 before, as it stands. So it's really easy to see that we could get a premium iPhone more than $1,000, which is crazy.
Yeah, that is crazy. I mean, is this a way to basically distinguish themselves? In a world of smartphones, right? Is this now, because that was the knock, right? A few years ago, is like, are they actually going to innovate? Is there going to be something different, or is it just going to be newer versions of the same thing?
I think you're right on it. It's going to be newer versions of the same things that look maybe sexier than the last thing. But this is why Apple has also started to do something like this. They just had their best quarter ever in the history of the company. They sold over 78 million iPhones. Now, in that report, they said the iPhone 7 Plus, which was the higher end model of the phone, was the largest amount of plus size phones that they had ever sold when you look at the mix of all their phones. So now if you say, okay, let's make an even more premium version, we know customers are going to buy it because they've shown to do that with the iPhone 7 Plus. They make more money per phone on these premium editions. So if Joe Schmo is going to buy an iPhone, he might move up one level. He might now move up another level and spend more money. So their strategy has worked. It's kind of weird because Apple used to never be this way. They had one phone under Steve Jobs, but with Tim Cook's regime, now they're like, oh, let's have 3 phones and make more money. And it may not be the most innovative thing we've ever seen, improvements for sure, but that's what their thinking is really.
Do you think there's any concern at all that there might be some sort of like rebellion though, that some people might say, you know what, that's just way too much. I'm going back to my flip phone. I'm gonna go back old school.
Well, Elaine, what phone do you have right now? Because I know you don't have a flip phone, but I know you don't have a flip phone, but if I recall, you don't have like the newest phone right now, right?
No, because I don't need that, Brian. I'm a very simple person.
See, okay, fine. You're like the phone after the flip phone. I'm just messing with you. But I think there's a lot of people. The thing is, we thought that there would be a point in time where Apple would lose its mojo with the iPhone. Everyone's like, oh, whatever, I want to look at different phones. Again, Apple had the largest quarter in 2017, really calendar year 2016, the holiday season. They sold more phones than they ever had in the history of the company. So you can never really underestimate how powerful the Apple brand is and really how powerful the iPhone is. And they're going to keep on riding that horse until they can't ride it anymore.
All right, for the record, I think this is a 6. So
I want it. iPhone 6, so you're like 3 models behind. So you're going to upgrade coming up pretty soon, Elaine. I know. You're going to get that premium phone.
Cannot keep up. Senior editor and host of CNET, Brian Tong. Brian, thanks a lot.
All right, thanks, Elaine.